We're back, people. It's another one, man. Wednesday, February 24th. Thank you guys for tuning in once again, man. First and foremost, allow me to give a big shout out to Bobby Schmurder coming home on the low, man. You know, doing what he's supposed to do. Brother just served 7 years, you know what I'm saying? And now it's his time to shine. He did what he had to do, and you know, we're gonna be hearing a lot from that camp, I'm sure, man. So salute you guys. Hope you turn it into a positive thing, man, and get this bag and, you know what I'm saying, help the people around you. You feel me? Let me give a shout out too, man, to Tito Rivera. Thank you for your comment, brother. He was talking about making a video on how the southern jails are in Jersey, down, you know what I mean? Because you have your up top jails and then you have your down south jails. So we're gonna get into that today, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. So we're gonna talk about it, man. Tito, again, man, thank you for the comment. There's a big difference between up top jails in Jersey and down south prisons in New Jersey. It's kind of like the New York thing, you know what I mean? When you in the Brooklyn house or you know, Central Brooklyn or whatever, Rikers Island even, it's completely different on the island compared to when you get upstate. You know what I'm saying? The COs down South Jersey are a lot like them country boys from up top New York, upstate New York. They're all KKK, they're all racist, and they don't care who you are. They don't care what color you are, nothing. You're not part of them, period. You know what I'm saying? And I heard Tales from the Pen speaking on, you know, the COs with the black baby on their arms, tattooed, you know what I'm saying, hanging from a tree. Bro, this shit is serious. This shit is not a game, bro. I've seen police with the same tattoos myself, and they will stomp your head in like a fucking grapefruit if you even look at them wrong. You know what I'm saying? They don't play, bro. They will kill you. They will leave you down there. And this is just reality. You know what I'm saying? For those of you, you know, you kids that are watching, you don't always have to get caught up in something with another inmate or another convict or whatever the case may be. The police could very well like you, very well make that place the last place you know what I'm saying, you ever stood. That's how it goes. Now, Tito wanted to talk about Baker's line down Bayside. Now, I didn't do time at Bayside, but everybody knows about Officer Baker. He was an officer down Bayside. There was a situation with a couple of homos or something like that. They were selling together. They'd been together forever. And Sergeant Baker, Officer Baker, whatever, I believe he was a sergeant. He had split them up or something. Long story short, one of them homosexual dudes stabbed Officer Baker up and killed him. So now, down Bayside, they got a thing called the Baker's line. And it's a line that goes, you know what I'm saying, between you and the police. If you cross that line, bro, I'm telling you, they will kill you down there. They will kill you down there. It's not a joke. I'm not hyping shit up for YouTube. They will leave you down there. And get away with it. Straight like that. Officer Baker, he matter of fact, I think he even has a son that's working in Southern State now. So imagine that. Your father gets killed by an inmate, and then his son becomes a CO. How do you think that man's gonna carry himself around convicts? Ask yourself that. Ask yourself what that man's going through, what he's thinking. He hates us. Hates us. And he waits. I personally did time with Officer Baker's son. It's crazy down there, man. It's crazy down there. Now, you got to understand something, though. Like Southern State, they got a lot of old-time police down there. They got a lot of racist police down there. But what balances it out is we have a lot of officers from Camden and you know, those city areas like that work down there as well. That kind of balances out the hate in places like Southern State. But right across the street at Bayside, bro, let me tell you something. They had a black warden, a female black warden at Bayside. The police hated her so much. They would ignore her shot calls, you know what I'm saying? They wouldn't follow her orders. And I believe it got so bad to the point where they were flattening her tires. They did something to her car. She was getting, like, you know, threatened physically. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were going to do something to her because they didn't want her there because she was black. Didn't matter that she was police. They hated her because she was black. And this was another one of their officers. From what I hear, she ended up resigning from that job. Now, I want to say Southern State. I mean, Southwoods or Bayside. I'm not sure which one. It might be Southwoods. But if you look up Southwoods or Bayside State prisons in South Jersey, New Jersey, and like type in to look at an aerial view. The aerial view, the buildings are shaped in K's. 3 of them. 3 of them. So for those of you that slow, KKK, 2 and 2, put it together. This is the aerial view over the top of this prison. This is how the buildings are made. This is how the buildings are laid out in 3 big K's. You know what I'm saying? So that just goes like, you know, that just goes there. You can go down a rabbit hole with that one about how deep and, you know what I'm saying? All that shit. But the South Jersey prisons are dangerous. Don't get it messed up. A lot of people say, all right, the South Jersey prisons, you know what I'm saying? They really ain't about nothing and shit. Up top is where it be popping. I'm not going to take nothing from up top. I did time up top. I did time in Northern and time in Southern. It's 2 different ways to jail. You understand? A lot of young boys and a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, involved in that gang life and shit, they want to get to Northern State. You know what I'm saying? They want to get to Northern State because that's where everybody's at. That's where, you know what I mean, you make a name for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You jail, you know what I mean? You jail like a wild young boy. You know what I mean? Especially on the South side. You know what I'm saying? Because they got 2 different sides in Northern. South side, North side. North side is mostly like the workhouse, the program, you know what I'm saying, older inmates. The South side is usually, you know what I'm saying, like, I believe it's like, ED, A, B, C, D, and E, or something like that before, and the last one's like lockup or something. I don't know. I haven't been there in years. But, yeah, there's 2 different sides in Northern, and one side is completely different than the other, you know what I mean? But it's all wild. And then you got Broadway, where you got a lot of older guys, a lot of guys with a lot of time, you know what I'm saying? And they're jailing for real. Like, they're doing penitentiary time, you know what I'm saying? It's different compared to some of the South Jersey jails. Don't get me wrong. Like Southwoods, you're doing time. There's a lot of guys doing a lot of time down there, and they're sitting in cells, you know what I'm saying? Southwoods is so big. It's like a city within a city. You understand? They do everything down Southwoods. They make the boots, you know, the prison boots. They make the uniforms, the jackets, the hats. I believe the milk and the bread comes from there because they're also on big farms. So you can get a detail working, you know what I mean, like anywhere you want on Southwoods, depending, you know, of course you got any STGs and shit like that, you know what I mean, your points, you know. But I know a lot of people go to Southwoods just because of all the stuff that they got going down there, the programs, the work details, this, that, and the third. I know a lot of people that go there, you know what I mean. Other big thing is jailing in a cell compared to jailing in dorms. You know what I'm saying? Like up top, it's mostly cells. Broadway got some dorms and cells. Northern's all cells. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get down South Jersey, you got Southern State, which is all dorms. It's all little trailers, units. You know what I'm saying? I believe it's supposed to be 12, but I know on B side a couple of them houses burnt down or they're not up and running. It's just a different way to jail, man. And that Baker's line, like I said, man, if you ever end up in Bayside, please, man, be on your P's and Q's, because them police, the medical line, the med line, bro, they wait for med call every night. 5, 6 of them be down at the med line, waiting for somebody to come through with their shirt untucked, talk back, you know, turn around and talk back to your boy or something. They will air you the fuck out. And like I said, there's no repercussions. And there ain't shit you could do about it. I don't care. You could be the biggest, baddest motherfucker, have all the pull, you know what I'm saying, in a jail. They don't care. They don't care about none of that. It's a dangerous world, man. Yeah, that Baker's line was crazy. The COs, you know, the racist COs with them tattoos and all that, that shit is real. It's very real. Look, man, at the end of the day, the point to all this shit, the reason I do all these videos, man, is because these are places you don't want to end up. It's that simple, man. I mean, to live out in the real world, man, and be positive and productive is actually easy. Especially for you guys nowadays, you younger guys, man. There's so many opportunities with just a phone in your hand, where you could tell your story, share your story, you know what I mean? Put your music out there, whatever it is that you're trying to do. The point is, man, there's so many rules and regulations and shit that you would never normally think about in the outside world, in prison, that is confusing, bro. And once you get to understand that world, that just means that you're institutionalized. That means they got you caught in a trap. You know what I'm saying? So I tell these stories, man, honestly, bro, because you don't need to live that life. We walk down them hallways for you. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing in them hallways that you need to find out for yourself. Facts. It's not something you want to even deal with, man. Because not only you dealing with being locked up, being away from your family, you know what I'm saying? If you're mixed up in the gang, you got to deal with all that shit and that whole lifestyle. And then on top of that, you got to worry about the police. You know what I'm saying? There's just too much, man. Put it this way, man. Once you get to the point, like I said, when you realize and you know how to move and act and you know what I'm saying, maneuver in these situations behind the wall, bro, that's when you gotta step back and think about like what you did with your life, which is what I'm doing, and which is why I share with you some of these stories and some of these, you know what I mean, these videos and shit like that, man. It's not where you want to be. It's not where you want to be, man. Tell your story in a positive way, man. Don't let somebody else tell it for you. Real Talk TV, man. Your boy Twin, a.k.a. Tunes, a.k.a. my brother's keeper. You know. Salute the family, Real Talk. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.